Rolling.
All right. Hi everybody, this is Dan Murphy. Welcome to One Beer With. This is my new interview series where I basically sit down and have a beer with somebody I find to be very interesting. So today's interesting person is the one and only Jade Chung.
Cheers.
Here we go.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Before we
Let's
start.
actually
Cheers.
jump right in.
There
I
we
like
go.
that. You've got the whole spirit of this One Beer With thing down.
Exciting.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're here on the Danforth in the Greater Toronto area, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of actually start and talk about your experience, what you've done, the different careers you've had in a way. But I want to start 10 years back, and
Ooh.
yeah, 10 years back, the first time I saw you in action,
Yes.
and it was a show in Belleville, Michigan, and it was a night of appreciation for Sabu.
Oh, we were just talking about that on my Facebook.
That's
earlier.
it. That's it. And that's why I saw that. I'm like, yeah, that's I was thinking that too. Okay. I was up there. I write for Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine, so I was up there covering this wrestling event. It was a fundraiser for Sabu, and the Insane Clown Posse was on the show. Jeff Hardy, a few other people. You were managing, I think, A1, right?
Yes.
And was he wrestling D'Lo Brown on that one?
Oh boy, it's 10 years. My
I know,
brain
right?
is really. I honestly, I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Now, what caught my attention there is I never saw A1 before. Big, strong guy, one of Scott D'Amore's boys.
Yep.
D'Lo was off the WWE run. You were the thing that stood out. I mean, number one, you were a very pretty girl at ringside with the exotic clothes and the kind of that kimono type thing. But you also had this superstar aura and presence. Like, you were into the match, you were cheering. You weren't just kind of the pretty girl, the token pretty girl at ringside.
Thank you.
But you acted like you were very involved. You were the valet or manager for A1. Manager.
Thank
Better.
You.
What got you there? Like, how did the pretty girl from Toronto become the pro wrestling valet? Like, how did Jade Chung develop? Manager.
Well, I actually started off, D'Amore supposed to be first, but
Okay.
I actually started off managing for a franchise,
Yes.
Shane Douglas. And I was basically managing both Shane and A1 for BCW, so yeah.
But how did you get into wrestling? I mean, were you a wrestling fan as a kid?
Oh yes.
You were.
My dad got me into it. My whole
It's always
family.
the dad who gets
Oh
you.
yes.
Okay, gotcha.
He would sit me when I was, I don't know, maybe 3 years old. I think he used to sit me in front of the TV to keep me quiet, but that's how it started out.
Here, watch these guys in spandex. Be quiet.
He's like, here, Daddy enjoys this program, so here, you will too, and we loved it. So every Sunday we'd watch all the pay-per-views together during family dinner, and it was my grandpa that actually found out about WCW, and then so we started watching both, and so it became this huge, wrestling thing for my whole family, for my mom, my dad, my brother, my grandpa, my grandma, and we would just watch it every Saturday morning. I mean, anytime, we didn't know exactly when it was on in the beginning.
Okay.
But yeah, just going back to WCW.
Now, what was it that attracted you to this? I mean, was it the storylines, the matches? I mean, what was the main attraction for you? Because you're outside the demographic.
Yeah. It was the storylines because I believed.
Okay. Yeah.
And wrestling back then was magical. I mean, it's great now, but you can't explain how it was somewhat years ago, like 20 years ago.
Jim Cornette has this line that I love, that wrestling always changes, but everyone always thinks the best era of wrestling was the era when they discovered it. Like during that period, because for them, it was all new and all fresh, and they weren't jaded and everything else.
Yes.
But everyone's got a different era of when that is, but when you first make that entry in, it's never better than that.
That's true. I agree with you. Oh, I agree with that.
Nice. Okay.
I like that.
So you start with D'Amore. Was your original thought to be a manager as opposed to being a valet?
No, how it happened was I started training. I knew a friend that was training at Squared Circle and over in Toronto here. He's still training, and he introduced me to that, and I started training there, and then started going to shows with Ash and Hornet, my two dearest friends, and just kept traveling, and then D'Amore, I would introduce myself to him every time. And he'd be like, okay, we're going to use you tonight type of thing. I was so happy, ecstatic. And that's how it happened.
And did he have other girls for you to work, or was it just managing?
But at that time, it was just Angel.
Okay,
Angelina, Love, and she was doing her thing. Yeah, but she was also wrestling too. So she was doing her thing. We weren't at the same caliber. But she's amazing. So she was, just wrestling. She just got off training and everything. And there was, I think it was just the one time where it was Shane versus Raven, and then she was in Raven's corner, and I was in Shane's corner, and that was I'm pretty sure that was the only time we kind of...
Was there a cat fight in that? Cat fight spot?
Of course.
Exactly.
Of course. I mean...
and now, so doing that, was that the first time you done that? Or what was the first time you done something physical in wrestling? And was there any sense of nerves, or was it like, I grew up watching this, I want to do it?
I'm nervous every single time.
Really?
It's funny because at the this hardcore road trip show, nervous, even more so when I used to start, when I started out. You get those nerves and you either get cold or hot, but then when it's your time to go out and you're standing right in front of the curtains, this warmth and tingly feeling, and you're like, I'm ready. It's just that moment that
you realize you peed yourself. That's the warm and tingly feeling. I'm so nervous, I just pissed myself.
Does it show? I didn't think so.
I'm thinking about me. That's me.
Like...
That happens to me a lot. No, that's very cool that you're able to kind of just overcome that anxiety. It's like Jim Kelly, the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, used to say he used to famously throw up before all of his games because he was so nervous. He didn't feel like he could get on the field until he threw up a half dozen times. Because to get the nerves out and then go out there and just perform. Yeah. So that's cool.
A lot of times, and mostly backstage in Ring of Honor, I'd go through a routine to kind of like get me, try to calm my nerves down and everything. I swear to you, every single show, someone would come up to me like, "Hey, are you okay?"
Because you got the
I've got that look, but I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm just getting my mind ready." And
it's funny because that's a girl thing too. Because you see guys backstage doing the same thing, getting focused. No one goes up to them like, "Hey, are you okay?" They're like, "Oh no, he's dialed in."
Yeah,
but if it's a girl getting the same thing,
yeah.
they're like, "Oh, there's something wrong." We have to.
It's true. Yeah.
We have to check on.
You're just like whenever you go to like talk to somebody, to a guy, and you're like, "Oh no, he's doing this thing," so we'll just leave him alone. But maybe I just look like I'm terrified and. Well, it's nice of them to check up on me.
That's good, right? Make sure that you're not stroking out on that.
That's right.
Now, what were some of your favorite memories? And you mentioned the hardcore road trip, so you're getting back into it. You're doing some more managing now. But in the first part of your career, up to this point, what are some? You've been involved with storylines with CM Punk. You've been in the ring with Shane Douglas, Mick Foley. What are some of the best memories that you have? Out of that you're not even, you're a young girl, I won't say your age. You're younger than me, you're 10 years younger than me. But to be at that point, I won't, right, exactly, I'm 72. But to be that young and have these memories of working with bona fide Hall of Famers, what stands out to you as the most incredible moments?
Honestly, everything has been incredible, but the thing that stands out was that moment that Scott D'Amore said, "Hey you, you're going to work the show tonight." Because from that moment on, I can't even tell you the emotions. I just, in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it. And then for him to tell me that you're going to be managing Shane Douglas, it was even more mind-blowing. And Shane, as a person, helped me a lot.
Did he really?
Oh my gosh, he helped develop my character, my voice, just pointers every single time after we get back. Backstage he'd be like, "Okay, you did, this was good, you need to work on this." Very few people do that.
Absolutely, especially for somebody who's young.
Exactly.
You got to put in your time before anyone even can.
You put the time in. So thankful for him for doing that, because I can honestly thank him for, just how vocal I am out there.
Right.
And but I mean, there's so many.
And you were very engaged. A great manager makes the fans stay involved in the match because you're watching the manager to take your cues, and you did that. That's why I was really impressed, because being that young 10 years ago, you had that natural presence. A lot of people, you can never kind of coach that out of. Especially, again, a pretty girl who's been. You've done some modeling, right?
I'm done. Sorry.
You've done some modeling.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So you've got a background in modeling and things like that. It's very easy to be kind of like the pretty girl. Like I know, I'm the one who knows what it's like to be a pretty girl. But where like you're the one who everybody is kind of working around and trying to please and trying to portray in a certain light. But to make you the pretty girl who has to work for it, to get attention, and be vocal instead of just stand still and look glamorous. You know what I mean? It takes a special talent to be able to do that.
Thank you. And wrestling fans, of course I'm wearing pretty skimpy stuff.
Yeah,
out
as
there,
people are chanting,
right
you're
there
a crap
alone.
whore and stuff at you at the same time. Yeah.
And a lot more worse things,
Oh, yeah.
but we won't repeat that. But I'm already wearing skimpy stuff, so there's the sexy. So
Yeah.
I like to focus on the wrestler and my wrestler, and putting him over the best that I can. I mean, he's already doing a good job in there,
Yeah.
so it's also my job and to not take it away.
With that, you've done some modeling, like you said. What are some of the other things that you've done? Student, what are some of the other occupations you've had and things that you've done since your wrestling days?
Since my wrestling days, so I went back to school, graduated, everything, all finished, yay. Registered ECE, early childhood educator.
Oh, wow,
And
okay.
so right now I'm, not to, toot my own horn, but I've just heard back from the school board here in Toronto. So hopefully,
That's
things
awesome.
to come. Yeah, we're going full-day
It's school board.
kindergarten.
This is a ginger ale.
Yes.
Yes, so
We've
there
got
you go.
an orange slice in there, so it's healthy.
It's healthy. It's a vitamin C. It's
there you
vitamin
go.
ginger.
I'm
Yeah.
promoting the fruit for the
Nice.
kids. But kids, kindergarten is going to be full day come September here in
That's right.
in Ontario. So that's
So there's going to be little kids going to school with Miss Jade Chung, who has kendo sticked people and has been in the ring with CM Punk.
We're not gonna share that with
So
parents.
I know we're running out of time on this. What are your next goals? Is wrestling something that's going to go by the wayside? Is modeling something you're still going to do? Is it just going to be teaching, or walking that aisle, getting married? What's
You know
the next
what?
thing?
There's that. Hopefully marriage.
Nice.
Hopefully. There's that saying out there. Never say never. I never said I quit because wrestling, people always have the itch.
Oh yeah,
People-
exactly.
It's always been part of my life, right? So it's hard to kind of, kick it to the curb, and, every now and then, obviously, I'm checking in and out, and just seeing, all the new talent that's out there, and, seeing what's going on, and then with Ring of Honor, what's going on with Ring of Honor, and other promotions, and BCW, and, and my friends here, how are they doing, and stuff like that.
And especially when you see the guys from Ring of Honor that you would
Yeah.
work with. Now, Daniel Bryan, top of WWE,
Oh,
CM Punk, and
amazing. It's
and
a
being
very
like,
good-
I remember hanging out with them
Yeah.
in little tiny shows and little tiny venues.
And they're good. They're all good guys too. So it's just like they deserve it.
Jade, thank you very much. We got to wrap
Thank
this
you.
up. Thank you for having one beer with me.
Cheers.
Best of luck. Thank you very much.